The trouble started with a measuring tape, a yellow one, rolled out across dead grass and old dirt, held by a man I didn't recognize and a neighbor I thought I could trust. "This is our line," they said, only it wasn't. "I'm Ethan Harper. I inherited my childhood home after my mum passed. The land meant everything to her and to me, but ever since the HOA tried to retroactively force us into their rules, I've been ready for a fight. Turns out, they weren't done testing me, not by a long shot. 3 months after the fence fiasco, we got new neighbors, the Callahans, young couple, mid-30s, polite at first. But we brought over a pie, talked about the weather. They asked about the fence and the scandal. I gave the short version. Then, one morning, I looked out the kitchen window and saw Jason Callahan and a contractor walking the edge of my backyard. I stepped out. "Morning," I said. Jason looked up. "Hey, Ethan, just surveying the property line before we install the new fence." I blinked. "You mean, on your side, right?" He hesitated. "Yeah, of course. Just making sure everything's square." But something about the way they were measuring didn't sit right. 2 days later, I got a letter. "Your shed is encroaching on the neighboring lot by 3.5 feet. Please remove the structure within 14 days. Signed, Karen Mitchell, HOA President Deja Vu. I marched straight to her office. She greeted me with her usual sugary venom. "Ethan, always a pleasure," and cut the act. "My shed's been there since 1986. Well, she smiled. "Your neighbor filed a boundary dispute, and we're obligated to enforce compliance." "Based on what?" His guess. "Some measuring tape." She tilted her head. "We're simply protecting property rights." "That's funny," I snapped. "Because last time you tried to take mine away." I knew I needed facts, so I called Clarissa, my attorney from the fence case. We pulled my original plat map and survey. The shed sat well within my lot, even had a 4-foot buffer zone. But Karen wasn't acting alone. Turns out Jason's cousin was a civil engineer who'd submitted his own unofficial sketch. Guess who Karen believed? Clarissa drafted a formal response. I included scanned surveys, dated photos, and an affidavit from my dad confirming the shed's location. Still, the HOA persisted. So we filed a temporary injunction to stop the removal. While digging through public filings, Clarissa found something odd. A zoning variance request, filed by the HOA weeks before Jason even moved in. They wanted to reclassify a small strip of land between our homes as a shared maintenance easement. It hadn't been approved yet, but they were acting like it had. This wasn't a property dispute, it was a land grab. I confronted Jason. He looked guilty. Karen said it was just to clean up the map, make things simpler. For who? I asked. He didn't answer. Clarissa and I held a community Q&A. We posted maps, zoning docs, the whole story. Neighbors came. Some brought beer, others brought old HOA letters with similar shady language. Karen tried to shut us down, but it was too late. The press got wind. Local HOA accused of land swaps without consent. County officials opened an investigation. At the next board meeting, I stood up and handed Karen a thick manila folder. "Here's what I've got," I said. "Surveys, emails, the unapproved variance request, and 14 resident statements about similar cases. You'll be hearing from our lawyers." She spat. "I already did," I replied. "And so will you when the ethics board contacts you." The room erupted. People clapped. Some booed her. 3 weeks later, the county ruled in our favor. The HOA was barred from filing zoning variances without full resident approval. Karen was removed. Jason apologized. And my shed, still standing and now officially part of a protected lot. Thought I'd be easy to push. They forgot I had the truth and a tape measure of my own.